Why do we abandon ourselves the second things get hard? Like, I want you to really think about it. Why do we quit? Why do we just check out? Why do we set goals? We write them down, we plan them out, and then when it comes to actually doing them, we just choose not to. I want to be really honest here because this shows up for me in so many areas of my life. This shows up in my house projects, my cleaning projects, my health goals, my content goals, literally anything that starts to feel like a lot, I will check out. I can sit down, I can plan my whole week, I can decide what I'm gonna deep clean for my kitchen, my cupboards, my bathrooms, clean out my closet. I wanna organize everything. And then when it actually comes to like executing it, to actually doing it, I'm like, that seems like a lot. No, thank you. And here's the truth. It's not because I don't care. It's not because I'm lazy. It's not because I don't want the results. It's not like I don't want a clean house. But it's because sometimes it just feels better not to do it. And then I learn that like not following through almost gives me this like emotional relief. Like, oh my gosh, there's no pressure, there's no expectations, and that discomfort just starts to go away. And in that moment, it feels so good to just not do it, not do anything. Sometimes it's our brain trying to protect us from feeling overwhelmed. But here's the part we don't talk about enough. When we keep avoiding the things that we want in order to attempt to protect ourselves from that overwhelmed feeling, it slowly chips away at our self-trust. Because every time we set a goal and we don't follow through with it, our brain starts to believe us that we aren't someone who follows through. And one of the biggest reasons this happens, at least for me, is because I turn my goals into this big production in my head. Like, I don't just say, I'm going to clean out the cupboard. It's like, it has to be done perfectly. I have to do it all. So if I'm going to do that cupboard, I have to do all of my cupboards. It has to look a certain way. It has to take hours to do. And then before I even start something, I've literally talked myself out of something that is so simple because I've made it so big in my head. So here's where things have started to shift for me and how I've changed this overproduction thinking. The first thing is I look at the goal itself. I ask a simple question. Honestly, is this too big to do right now? Now, maybe not forever, but it's just in general. Right now, is this too big? Do I have the energy? Is this going to fit into my life, or is this just too big? Because maybe the goal itself isn't wrong, but it just needs to be a little bit smaller so it can fit into your life. So instead of cleaning the whole kitchen and every cupboard, maybe I just choose one cupboard, like the spice cabinet. Or maybe I take 5 minutes, put it on the clock, set a timer, and do what I can get done in 5 minutes, and that's it. This might sound small follow through is actually how you start rebuilding self-trust. The second shift is rewriting the goal in your mind. Not, I have to do all of this, but am I allowed to do part of it? Allowed to do part of it. That is so important because even the smallest progress still counts. It's like you can still do a little bit of effort and it's still showing up for yourself. You don't have to earn your way to being someone who follows through. You start to build that by showing up imperfectly day after day after day. The third thing is giving yourself permission to rest before you start something. There are so many times that we don't follow through because we already are overwhelmed before the goal even starts. So instead of going straight into that avoidance, I'm just going to avoid it altogether, or start shaming yourself, or that whole I'm going to start Monday or I'll restart later type of attitude, what if you simply rested first? And then you just start small and maybe just do a little bit. Maybe come back to it a little bit later. That's still showing up for yourself 100%. The fourth thing is changing how you talk about yourself to yourself about the task. Does that make sense? Because if you're telling yourself,
this is just too big,
I don't have time. This is going to take too much time. I just can't do this. I don't want to do this. I'd rather sit on the couch. Your brain goes to protection mode and it's trying to protect you from that discomfort feeling. But if we shift that to, hey, I have 5 minutes. I can pick up one small area in the house and then I can just stop after that. Hey, I'll clean one bathroom or just like one toilet. That's still something. That one thing that you choose to do, that is self-trust building behavior. That is you showing up for yourself. And this is something that has been really, really important for me to learn and work through. And I'm learning that just because something gives you that emotional relief in the moment, it doesn't mean it's the right choice long term. Sometimes it's comfort, sometimes it's short-term safety, but long-term, your self-trust is built by doing small, hard things consistently, even when you don't feel motivated. Also, I want to normalize something. You're still going to check out. You're still going to avoid things, and you're still going to have those days and those moments where it's just like, yeah, I don't want to do it today. You're human. You're not behind. The goal isn't perfection. It's learning how to continue and come back faster with less shame. If you take anything from this at all, let it be this. Make the goal so small that you have to start. Start something before you're ready. 5 minutes still counts. Doing something small still matters. Showing up for yourself builds that self-trust, and you don't have to do everything all at once in order for you to be somebody who follows through. If this is something that you are struggling with or something that you want to continue to work on, learning how to build that self-trust, learning how to show up, even if it's imperfect, even if it's a little messy, even if you don't really want to show up, girl, I am here for you. I get it. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, and always comment below what you would like to work on, what you're struggling with. Share with me. We're in this together. You're not alone. We all struggle. And as always, be real. Be real, she said.